Today's film is just a short film. It's going to be all about solid wood and veneered wood. I'm Shelley, Sep's behind the camera, and we're going to start with this piece of furniture. This is a solid wood table, but how do I actually know that? First of all, we can see where the pieces of wood have all been glued together. Plus I can tell because we have here the long grain and it carries on over the edge to the end grain. So the piece of wood just carries on straight through. The wood is also sanded down and rounded at the edges. This isn't possible if I have a veneer. If I have a veneered piece of wood, here's veneer, and I put a solid wood edging round it, then I could round the edges, but you would always see this frame around the edge of the table. Veneer is a piece of solid wood. This is oak veneer. It's 0.6 millimeters thick, so it's wafer thin. And this piece of wood is glued onto a surface. Well, the first thing I do is I turn around and look at the back. As you can see, we've got here chipboard with a thin layer of veneer on the toe. This is teak veneer. This thin piece of wood is on top of here, as you can see here. So we know now that this surface is certainly veneer. Now we know that the top is veneer. It's usual that the sides will also be veneer as well. So what we have to look at now is the doors and the drawers and this edging to see what they're made of. Let's have a look at this edging. And if you can see in the corner here, it's been rounded off with a router. So that tells me it can't be veneer, because veneer you cannot use a router on. So this has to be solid wood, just like this piece of wood here. That's how it's been done. The veneer's covered over the top and the edging is solid wood. So let's take a look at a drawer. Here we've got a dovetail drawer. As you can see, here is the long grain and we go over the edge and you can see the end grain. So that means these door fronts are certainly solid wood. The sides, as you can see, we can see the long grain, and if we turn it around, you can see the end grain. So we know as well that these sides are also solid wood. The only thing that not solid wood is, and it's out of plywood, is the base. So let's take a look at the door. The door has here two panels, as you can see. If it was solid wood, it would have these little pieces of glued wood together, otherwise the door would warp, which we don't see. So at the first look, it looks like it's veneer, but to be sure, we need to take a closer look. The other thing we can see is that the pattern of the wood is mirrored. This side is very similar to this side here. That is also giving us a clue that it could be veneer, but we can see more if we look inside. And as you can see, here we've got the long grain, so here should be end grain. We haven't got end grain, we've got another piece of long grain. So we now know that this has been veneered on top. So this means the door is certainly veneered. I hope this film has helped you to be able to tell the difference between veneer and solid wood. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye-bye.